Okay, welcome. This is James Possible, and in this episode today I'm going to talk about Karatbars. A lot of things are happening with it. This is the first video I'm going to do. I'll probably do a couple more. I can see where it's confusing for people and challenging as a result. I'm going to walk through some of the numbers I see, share some of my thoughts, and maybe this will help you. I don't know. This is really all I can do is just share what I see and hopefully educate you to a level that you can make a decision that makes sense for you. And again, this is the first video I'm going to do. I've been taking it slow with this. I've been listening to people, reading, and talking with people as well. So there's a lot of different feelings about it. Give me some water here. My biggest obstacle right now with Karatbars, I don't dislike the project. They just don't communicate well. And it's extraordinary how deficient they are when it comes to communication. We're talking about matters of finance, people's life savings, and they're just not forthcoming. And there's a lot of there's an unwillingness among people to in many of the groups to actually tolerate anyone that has a dissenting point of view, even if they have that dissenting point of view for a very real reason. So it's unfortunate. This is not the time that people who genuinely have been facing extreme challenges financially with Karatbars, it's really not the time to be coming at them as if they don't have a right to be upset, be concerned, and so forth. So to those of you that are struggling with it, my heart goes out to you. I also, on the other side of the coin, have to say that when you step into this financial arena and you are willing to start staking your own money, it is important that you take full responsibility for it. And I know that's difficult, right? Especially when you have people you trust that are blindly sharing thoughts of others they trust. So it's kind of a game of telephone. So it starts at A, goes to B, to C, to D, to E, to F, and by the time it gets to F, it sounds like it's a project that's not going to fail. There's not going to be any difficulty. You're going to be rich overnight and blah, blah, blah. And that is not, nor has it ever been, the intention of the project. The project is fundamentally about gold and making gold accessible to the masses, which means making gold available in quantities as small as 1/10 of a gram of gold, which is affordable for anyone. Even a street vendor, even not a street vendor, but a panhandler could come up with $7, $8 a week to acquire gold, right, at the smallest portion. So it's absolutely accessible to people. Now, with that said, I just wanted to share my thoughts here. Many of you know that I have acquired a CEM machine. I'm going to do an unveiling of the CEM machine. I've been mixed and torn because, again, the whole communication thing, I'm not really sure where we're going with everything when it comes to Karatbars. However, there does seem to be enough feedback to suggest that the CEM is still a viable part of the business model. For that, I'm very excited. That means I'm going to be a part of the ecosystem, which was my whole reason for acquiring the CEM machine. Now, all right, I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to break down some different things. And it's probably going to be a lot. So this is a recording. Stop, rewind, watch it again. And, you know, that's the best I can do. I've done enough review at this point to at least cover a few points that need to be touched on from my perspective, okay? So all of this is from my perspective. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have any such certification. So I am sharing my perspective, hoping to provide you with enough information educationally that you can use it to make decisions for yourself. I'm not advising you. So let's jump in. I'm going to share my screen here. Let's, oh shoot, hang on. I thought I wasn't recording. Good, okay. 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 So I'm going to start first with this video that Bruce Hughes and Tony Gavello did. And this was brought to my attention by an affiliate and friend. And it's something that we all should touch on. So I'll touch on this first. This is like an FYI. So if you'll notice in this chart that Tony put together, and I will say that, you know, he made it very conservative. You know, he went lower than what Herald Sites was projecting. And so this is, if you understand the V999 token and the percentage that you earn for the buy and the sell, this is representing the number of transactions and then quantifying that into a value per month. So he goes through year 1, year 2, year 3, and then here's, so we leave off on year 3, we go down to 165 transactions, and you'll notice we go from 955 euro, all this is in euros, to year 1, 955 euro, and we're starting with 5,000 euro. Year 2, we go to 1,715 euro. Year 3, we go to 3,080 euro. And let's see, what's the deal? So these transactions are steadily growing over time, which makes sense as the coin is adopted and utilized, and transactions will organically grow. Now, let's see, what was I going to do here? Okay, so we stop at 165. Now, so let me slide down to the next, and then here's the next slide. So we go from years 1, 2, and 3, and then we go to year 4. But notice that year 4 starts at 885. That's where the error is. And so the end of year 4, we go to 37,850 euro. So we jump from year 3, which is 3,080 euros, to year 4, which is 37,850 euros. So there is a gap. And so let's break this down. I've made a spreadsheet, and I've actually, the calculations are, they're similar. They're not perfect, but they are actually to the benefit of the calculations that Tony Gaveo is using. So here's the year that we started right here, okay, which is year 3. Now we come down here, and I guess I should do this for you. So this is year 3. This is year 4. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. This is year 5. Okay. And I even carried it out to year 6, and I'll share with you why. Okay. So year 3, we already know. That came out to what? 380 euros. Put that over here. Okay. Now the next year, so we go from 166, or in the example that he showed was 165, and we end up at 309 instead of 800. It's 855 or 885. I don't know, but we're considerably different, right? So that's 855 minimum when it should be 175. Big change. So by the time we get to the end of year 4, we're actually looking at 5,000. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, this is much better. So, okay. So this is year 4. So we go from 166 to 175. At the end of year 4, we end up with 5,662 versus 37,850. Big difference. I'm sure it was just a mistake. The challenge is, for me, the mistake is huge. Huge. It's a huge mistake. And then when we get to year 5, we start at 325. We go down to 572. So again, year 5, we're starting at, in his example, 2,778 and ending up at 7,900 transactions in a month, when in fact we should be ending up at 572 transactions by the end of year 5, or in that area, which gives us a total of 10,500 for the month in passive revenue. So the really important thing about this is we're talking about passive revenue. Like, there's nothing that has to be done other than the pre-sale of the V999 coin, acquiring those and getting, having our unique code stamped and applied to a coin, because then that's where we're going to have this passive revenue occur. And we still don't really know how that's going to look like, because you got to think about, we have this quantity of V999 coins, which I'm going to talk about after this. And, you know, are they going to be circulated evenly? You know, it's just really hard to say how it's going to play out. So that will be interesting to see. As adoption grows, usage grows, I don't think that will be as critical of a discussion. But in the early phase, you know, it's possible that some people may not see very many transactions on their coin, while others may. So I'm not really sure how they're going to balance that out, or if they are. Okay, so year 5, 10,500 euros, right? Year 5, 118,790 euros. So 10 times. So in his example, he's 10 times greater than what the actual number should be. Again, I don't think that's intentional. I think it was an accident. However, it's a huge mistake. And it's a mistake that can greatly confuse the conversation that's being had right now, the conversation that is so important, especially for everyone that's involved intimately with Karatbars. All right, so that's that. So again, 5 years, 5,000. So you have $5,000, 5,000 euros invested. This is what he is suggesting that you would be at the end of 5 years. You would see a passive annual income of 10,500 euros. Not bad. But notice that it takes 5 years to get to that point. Prior to that, let's go back here. For the 5,000, the first year you're going to only, you know, you're not going to even see 1,000 euros based on his projection. Now, it could be more, it could be less. That's what we don't know. As I understand it, the white paper is still not out there. I haven't really had a chance to dig around and look for it. So if it is out there, then those of you who have read it will know much more than I will. I will absolutely read the white paper once I have access to it. Okay, so that being said and done, okay? Let's jump back to, okay, so I've completed my KYC and sign up for the V999 token, okay? And that's at v999.io. And there are some special things you have to go through to get set up. Classic Karatbars, they leap, you know, ready, fire, aim. So, I mean, they leap before they look. And this is no different. So pre-registration only for affiliates, and token sales starts end of July. So that's my notification. I'll click OK. And this is pretty much all it is. I would click around, but there's personal information I just really don't want to share right now. So if you try to make a deposit, that's not active right now. So what is V999? Let's see, can I zoom in on that? Actually, you know what I'll do? I will do this and make it where I can zoom in on it, okay? Yes, perfect. Okay, so let's zoom in. That way everybody can see that. This is really, really important. And this is a big source of confusion for me. What is V9999? Did I say that 3 times? I don't know. The V999 token, or 999 as Bruce Hughes calls it, I like that 999, is a digital asset. Okay, each token is backed by 1/10 of a gram of a 400-ounce gold bar stored in vaults. 1/10 of a gram of gold. So cash gold, 1/10 of a gram of gold. Unival, 1/10 of a gram of gold. Okay. Notice though, it's one 400-ounce gold bar stored in vaults. A bit vague when it says stored in vaults. Don't know what that means exactly, right? Don't even understand why it's plural if it's a 400-ounce gold bar, right? So that's the first point of confusion. If you own V999, you own the underlying physical gold held in custody. Okay. Gosh. You have to understand this one thing. If you have V999 tokens and you're thinking, I want to take delivery of physical gold with the coin, I don't see that being possible. Again, a 400-ounce gold bar. And what I'm using as my measurement for that, this is, again, my perspective. My measurement is that with a futures contract, even Paxos Gold, which I'll talk about more in a second, they are not designed to encourage physical delivery of gold. They are designed for cash settlements, for fiat currency settlement, settling in fiat currency. And you have to understand that. So there's not like a little, it's not like a cash gold. There's not like 400 ounces of cash gold sitting there that they're going to exchange for it, right? This is all digital. This is not physical gold that we're talking about. Now, if somebody can prove me wrong on that, please share. I'm more than willing to listen. But I can tell you with futures and with Paxos, if you do want to take physical delivery, there are quantity limits and there are delivery fees and other additional costs. They do not make it easy for you to take delivery of the physical gold. And we even had an issue this year with COMEX. I think it was this year, maybe, or 2019, late 2019, where COMEX wasn't actually able to meet some of the gold delivery requirements. In fact, they actually changed how they're storing some of the gold so they could actually facilitate some of the delivery. So none of these systems are designed on the grander scale to deliver gold. They are designed for traders. Okay? All right. So I will minimize this for a moment, but let's keep a couple things in mind. Let me open up a blank worksheet there so I can throw some numbers in there for you here in just a second. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to minimize that. Okay, so let's break this down. 400 ounces of gold. I mean, I really had to look at this and say to myself, 400 ounces of gold. What does that mean? Well, every ounce of gold has 31 grams of gold in an ounce, in a troy ounce. I guess probably would help if I said troy ounce. Okay? Now, 400 ounces times 31 grams equals 12,400 grams of gold. However, we're going down to a tenth of a gram, right? And there's 10 tenths of a gram for every gram. So we have 12,400 grams times 10 gives us 124,000 V999 coins. That's my math. And there's something wrong with that number for me, right? So if we have the leaders like Tony Gaffeo, Brian, Sean, Nitsa, even Bruce, just if we have all these leaders going full out into the V999 coin, how is there going to be enough coins available when there's only 124,000 of these coins available? It just seems to me that 400 ounces of gold is not enough to cover this. Now, if they're going to, based on the pre-sale, if they're going to add more gold to the pot, great. As it is right now, it's confusing for me. Okay? Well, if I go to kitco.com, I can take those 400 ounces. Let's go to Kitco. You can see right now it's 1810, 1811. Okay, I'm just going to take the low, the 1810. So 400 ounces times $1,810 gives us $724,000. That's not a lot, especially when we think, because like in Tony Gaffeo's, in that video, he's talking about $100,000 he's putting into it. Okay. That kind of breaks this, right? Something's off. Doesn't make sense to me. All right. Let's go to Paxos Gold. Why Paxos Gold? Well, the point is that the V999 is not the only gold crypto coin in the market that is backed by physical gold. There are products that have been in the market for a while now. Paxos Gold allows you to acquire gold as small as $15, in amounts as small as $15. Okay? I get the 1/10 of a gram, the V999, I get it. But it doesn't, they're not really Doesn't make them unique, okay? But I do feel like there will be a demand, right? The coin will be audited, the gold will be audited, and all those, it will be regulated and so forth. So to me, that makes it a viable asset to be traded. Let's see here. So this is the Paxos Gold. If you go to this website, paxos.com/PaxGold, you can go through all this and you can read on the gold coin, and this gives you some kind of comparison. That's all, just for you to inform yourself. Now when I go to CoinMarketCap and I pull up Pax Gold, this is going to be interesting. So let's go back to my numbers. So if there's 400 ounces of gold backing these coins, and each coin, each V999 coin is going to be worth 1/10 of a gram of gold, then there can be no more than 124,000 coins. In order for there to be more, there would have to be more gold. When we look at Paxos Gold, let me do this again. Let me take another screenshot so I can zoom in for you guys. Okay. So let's zoom in a little bit. And I know I'm moving slow, but I want to be, you can speed up the film, you can speed up this video and watch it faster if you want to. I'm just going through it slowly because I want to make sure I cover all the bases that I want to cover, okay? Circulating supply, and this is based on ounces, is 24,273 ounces. So 24,273 ounces. Which, if you do the math, 24,273. So this is similar math that I did with the V999. So there's 200 circulating supplies, 24,273 times 1818, which is the price that they showed on the Paxos website, gives us 44 million. So we're about the same. So this is 43.8. Small difference, not a big difference at all, right? The point is that 43, I'm just going to round it to 44 million. So we take 44 million, that's the market cap of the Paxos coin, and we divide it by 724,000, which is the market cap of the V999 as it has been described. Again, there is no white paper that I know of at this point, and if somebody knows how I can get it, great, point it out to me, I'll look at it. So the market cap for the Paxos Gold is almost 61 times bigger than the V999 market. Does that mean anything? I don't know. You make that call. But I think it's important that you know the difference, the scale. There's a huge change in scale between the two. This makes Paxos Gold look like a mammoth compared to the V999 market. Okay? Let's see, is there anything else I need to show you here, or want to show you here? I don't think so. Other than, but I already said that. Yes, the Paxos is based on an ounce of gold. However, it's fractionalized. So you can buy Paxos, you can buy a fraction of a Paxos for as little as $15, right? So you have that same economy of scale that you have with the V999. It doesn't matter that it's a separate coin or not. The point is it can be fractionalized and it can accommodate a similar type of ratio. Okay, so that is that. And you can see Paxos has been moving because it's backed by gold. Like there's gold in a vault. It's regulated also. It's audited also. So you can see that it follows along with gold at this point. I just showed you Kitco. It's, 1810, 1811. Paxos is showing 1808. Let me refresh. So it's still at 1818. Okay, so they're very similar. Okay, I think that covers those couple of things. I went over that point. Right. Again, I have a snapshot of that. I believe that's it. Yep. So let's look at this because I know some people are going to see this. I'm not sure why they did this, but it's showing a market cap for the V999 token of $12 trillion. Please ignore that because that would require, well, Paxos has 24,000 24.7 thousand ounces of gold backing their coins. And that has a value of 44 million, which would mean that, well, let's just do the math. 12, 7, 2, 3, 7, 4, 7, 1, 0, 9, 7, 2, 0 divided by 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So in other words, this is how big $12 trillion is. It would require a market that is 289,000 times bigger than the Paxos market. So this number means absolutely nothing. Oh, I get it. This is the USD market. And they're showing the Paxos at $1 billion. No, at 1.9 trillion. Okay, but still, we're showing in trillions, and the the V999, the V999 token, with 400 ounces of gold in play, there's no way it's a almost $2 trillion market cap. It's just not going to be there. So the 12.7 trillion, my apologies, after looking at it a little bit closer, that they're referring to the U.S. market, and the V999 is showing almost a $2 trillion market cap, and that's just incorrect. It's why they would do that, I don't know. Okay, and if there are going to be that many coins, that won't work if it's only 400 ounces of gold. There's going to have to be a lot more gold than that. Because again, that would, if we took the 1.9, hang on, and we divided that by let me do that again. 1. So that's 6 divided by 7,212.23. Yeah, I'm getting a number of 2 million. So 2 million times, just to double check myself, gives us 3, 2, yeah. So I mean, it's a million times bigger than what the V999 market is. So these numbers don't mean anything. Not relevant to, not when we're looking at 400 ounces of gold. It just doesn't mean anything. Okay, so let's be real about this. Okay. And again, none of this is active right now. Okay, so there's that. I think that's about all I had to say. I know there's going to be more questions. I'm not prepared to go in deep about some of this. I have some very strong and mixed feelings about how this is being pushed. You know, I have some very strong feelings about the fact that June was supposed to be the hard fork was supposed to be completed, and CaratNet was supposed to come online. I get it. More business issues. I get it. I get it. But none of this is really communicated in a way that provides the affiliate and customer base with any regularity that provides us with a level of confidence that that the business is being taken care of. So, and yes, we're affiliates, and yes, we're fortunate that we have the opportunity. I get all those things. The reality is, though, we have put a lot of money collectively as affiliates into the Karatbars dream. So to discount affiliates and customers of Karatbars in any way at this point in time is just inappropriate. It's uncalled for. And I don't care how much risk a person has. It doesn't make them better with their judgment than it does somebody else with less money in play and more stress. I know plenty of people. I know them from, how do I say this, from 6 figures to 7 figures. So people are not being heard, people are not being listened to, people are being discounted and attacked. And it's absolutely inappropriate given the amount of money they have placed and the faith they have put into Karatbars, period. Am I a fan of the project still? Yes. However, right now, as I said, this is my first video. I've got a lot more reading to do before I jump into other aspects of it. There are things about the blockchain that I have concerns about, and I've got to understand it, but I've got to do some more reading. Without white papers, that's going to be difficult to do some of it. So I'm always methodical in how I approach this. And those who know me know that I hedge my positions with any opportunity because I protect myself. Even though I move ahead fully, I'm still protecting myself. I'm protecting my positions. And to date, Karatbars has been good to me. However, it's been good to me because I've taken responsibility for my choices. I've done the work. I've done the research. However, I can't fault some people because I came into this with a history of trading. As a Forex trader, I look at the markets differently. And there are far too many misleading things said when it comes to trading within Karatbit. It's tragic. It's unfortunate. Yeah, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse on that one, preaching to the choir. So I think it's probably a good place to cut this short. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Well, let me do this real quick. Jump back to this. I think I've given you all the numbers I needed to on that. Let's see. So 405-293-8388. You can text me. And in this case, text the word. You can see, yeah, I didn't do any fancy preparation. Just V999, okay? If you have questions, so I know what we're talking about. Yeah, today was an interesting day in the Karatbit. My friend, my affiliate, not my affiliate, but an affiliate and friend was doing some trading, had a great day of trading in Karatbit. So understand there are still opportunities out there. I'm taking opportunities on a regular basis within Karatbit. Again, this is about me taking responsibility, right? You've got to take responsibility. I mean, the way I look at things, I know is uncommon, but that's why I'm doing this video. Hopefully, this gives you some insight and gives you even a kick in the butt to do some additional work to figure out, okay, what is it I need to do? Yeah, you know, I'm going at this slow today because I am a little bit worn out with Karatbars, and you know, I just am. It doesn't. Can I justify many of the things I do? Yes, I can, but that doesn't change my experience and what I'm working through with my investments in Karatbars. It just doesn't change it. It's been a roller coaster. It doesn't matter how well I've managed things, how good I feel about the gold that I have, because it's afforded me both cash gold and gold coin, right? But that's because of me making those choices. So again, this is James Possible. I'm going to stop sharing right here. On the screen you see here, join RWC. That's, see if I can slide out of the way here. Radical Wealth Creation, building an unshakable financial foundation. Now, I know there's a lot of people that want to work with me on trading the Forex markets, and that is apps. I'm putting that together. This will not be a short course, so please don't think this is going to be like a 7-week, you know, cheap deal. It's not. This is going to require an investment both in money and time. I know in my heart, if you want to become a quality trader, a consistently profitable trader, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 90 days. It's not going to happen in 60 days. And so the program will be a 12-month program that I'm putting together, and it will go way beyond Forex trading. And why is it going to go beyond Forex trading? Because if all you're doing is trading for income, then all you have is a job. I didn't become a trader. I didn't educate myself on money and the markets and the governments and all those things just so I could have a job. I did it so I could build a foundation of wealth, so I could protect myself, my wife, my children, and create a legacy. And if you do not understand how to do that, along with your trading, then your trading is going to be nothing more than a job. And it's just not worth it. I'm in this for quality of life. I'm in this to protect my financial future, to give myself freedom. I got into this because I didn't have control of money. Money controlled my life. Money controlled my decisions. I had more month than I did money. That's what started me on my journey. That's why I know what I know. So if you want to find out more, I'll probably be doing, I'm planning on doing like a 5-day masterclass. That will not have any cost to it, but it will be leading into a program, a bigger program that will absolutely educate you in ways beyond where you're at today. Okay? We are in a situation today financially that it's so unpredictable. And if you do not understand how to start building a foundation of wealth to protect yourself, an unshakable foundation, if you do not understand that, you're in trouble. Your family's in trouble. Yeah, it's upsetting. All right, so anyways, this is James Possible. The shortcut to the Facebook group is joinrwc.com. www.joinrwc.com. RWC stands for Radical Wealth Creation. I shared with you my number. Let's just jump back in one more time to make sure you have any questions. There's the number. 405-293-8388. I will say this, include your email, because I can't always guarantee that I'm going to get back on the text, because some numbers, I have issues with texting. I've said this in other videos, and it's true, okay? So if you want to guarantee that I can get back to you, email me. Now, I've talked to some of you about Forex before. It's just taken me a while to work it out where I wanted to go with the program, because I'm not going to do a program that looks like every other program. I'm just not. I don't trade that way. I trade differently. I think differently. And I have no desire to teach you like a pattern and let you go, because that's not making you a trader. It takes so much more to become a consistent and a consistently profitable trader. That's what I'm going to teach you. Because once you have that skill, nobody can take it away from you. You will always be able to generate an income if you have that skill. Okay. With that said, talk to you soon. Appreciate you joining me, and you know what to do. I'll see you on the next video. There will be a couple more videos going over some of these changes, the reduction plan, and I'll talk more about that. I have mixed emotions about it, and I'll just share some of those thoughts. That'll be a shorter video. So this is a longer video, and that's just what it took for me to go through this. So bye for now.